Yeah, what's happening? So, my name is Cameron Galloway. This is I don't even remember what I call this shit. Well, oh yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there. All right. So, I felt compelled to do this. I've been compelled to do this for a long time, but I haven't really had the direction that I knew or I hadn't chose a direction in which to go, right? So, we could have talked about spirituality, hip hop, fucking rapper and whatnot. Clothing and apparel, Black God, yeah, yeah, all that shameless plug, right? I guess my gimbal is about to die, so we're gonna just do what it is with that, and we're gonna move it, and then boom. All right, now that that's mounted on something, this is slick motherfucker. Here we go. All right, shit. All right, cool. Mounted on something. So, as far as direction, I didn't know if I wanted to break down movies, any of that shit, because I'm into all of that, right? Talk about collecting and whatever, right? So we'll figure it out when we get there. I don't even know how long these things are going to be or how often I'm going to do them because I got a whole bunch of shit to do. But I feel compelled to get on the box and talk, and I follow intuition. So I guess intuition is where we're going. I I consider myself an individual who has strong intuition. Other people in my circle, spouse, parents, cousins, etc., know the same thing, right? I'm very rarely wrong, but I also very rarely make predictions and very rarely, like, yeah, I very rarely make predictions out out loud, right? So, boom, very rarely wrong. I pick and choose. I follow my intuition. As always, anything I ever do, sponsored by water. Let me take a sip because my mouth is dry and I smoke a lot. Mm. So, intuition. You know that feeling you get. It could be, ooh, perfect example for all of my party goers. And I figure anybody subscribing to this right now or running up on it is in a certain sort of sphere. And and you're a Negro, right? Or whatever term you want to use for that. So you ever been at a party and niggas start tussling and you get that feeling, we need to go. When you follow that feeling, the night ends up pretty good. Get out of the spot. You might slide to another one. You might slide in something that has something slide into you. You feel me? So, but when you don't follow that feeling and intuition that it's time to go, what happens? Police come, somebody might get hurt seriously, whether you know them or not. Um, and you were there to witness it and experience that sort of trauma. Yeah, all that type of shit. So follow your intuition. Here's the other reason I haven't been going on the box and talking about because I train myself to speak in very concise and direct terms. So, nigga, my videos only be like 10 seconds if, you know what I mean, I'm answering questions, the fuck. But back to intuition, because I was intuited to hop on this motherfucker and talk that talk. So, we're going to let it go wherever the fuck it wants to go because we're going to figure it out when we get there. Yeah, dig. Black God merch apparel at oxbls.com. Speaking of, let me do this. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna let that roll because self-reflection really is the key. That's another point of intuition because a lot of us have been trained to shy away from intuition or to do the exact opposite. Or here's another thing: we've been programmed And I say we because we are all a part of this system, right? Matrix, Hellscape, Malkuth, whatever the fuck y'all niggas want to call it. Or Earth, Paradise, you know, it's a scale. Whatever your experience is, how you're going to perceive it. And whatever you experience is what you're actually put. It's a Toro field. So, like, whatever you feel on the inside, you're going to experience on the outside. Whatever you experience on the outside, you're going to experience on the inside until you decide to change it. And when you change it, it changes because it's all the same shit. We're all the same shit. We're all made from the same shit. We're all atoms and molecules and cells and blase, blase, etc., etc. Russian nesting doll. It's layers, bro. Up and down infinitely, and that's how it goes. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't hopped on the box because I've trained myself to speak in very concise and direct terms. So, what? I've been on this mug like 6 minutes, and I more or less already said what I had to say. But intuition. A lot of us have been trained to go against. Well, no, the initial point I was making. Let me finish that one before I make that adverse. Let me think about how I want to say this. All right, intuition and fear. So a lot of us have been so inundated with fear that our what we perceive as intuition is really the programming of fear. So in a lot of cases, to break the programming, one must go against intuition exactly to get to the goal. Boom. Sometimes that's how you got to do it. I've had to do it and still have to do it at times. And really, I left a little reefer stick in the car. Oh well. But so that's one part of it, right? Fear and being inundated with fear and having to deprogram one's mind from the fear, therefore going against intuition. But what do you do if that's not the situation you're in? One, or you're already past that point. Two, me personally, I'm somewhere, I'm not past that point, I'm getting to that point, and it kind of fluctuates on a daily basis, but I'm cognizant of it, so it makes it a lot easier to deal with. What do you do? So now we're at the point, like I'm at the point where I'm trusting my intuition again. Fear creeps in. I quiet the negative self-thought and self-chatter. Got some sort of notification, whatever that is. But I learn how to quiet or differentiate intrusive thoughts versus my own thoughts or thoughts that resonate with what I'm doing and where I'm going. So, and it's just practice. Like a motherfucker, like Star Wars. Star Wars is my shit. I'm a huge nerd. I'm a Star Wars and Marvel head. I'm kind of glad the mouse got it. I'm kind of mad the mouse got it. But yeah, you know. But being a Star Wars and Marvel head, back to Star Wars, when it comes to differentiating intrusive thoughts versus genuine thoughts, I was speaking to somebody when I was driving Uber maybe a week ago, and I asked them that, and it brought me to Star Wars and the double meaning to what Yoda was saying, the whole do or do not do, there is no try. So if you're trying to do something, you're in the act of doing it. You may or may not have perfected it or be proficient at it, but you're doing it. So every time you feel like, oh, I'm going to try, no, I'm going to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you feel compelled not to do it, then don't do it. However, if you feel compelled to do it, like right now, I felt compelled, right? So I'm doing it. I'm not trying. I'm actively doing it. When you actively pursue a goal, you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? So, boom. But yeah, intuition's a motherfucker. Like we are all encoded. Like its magnetism, its energy is multi-layered. But the nitty gritty, you know what I'm saying, the common denominator of it all is we're all programmed with our own internal compass and sort of divine and rod, I guess, if you know what a divine and rod is. It's the same shit. But we already have that when we come here. You touch hot, you know hot bad, unless hot is okay in the context of what the air is, right? Boom. Same thing with super cold. You do that shit one time, you know it's bad. You get bit by a dog, you don't want to get bit no more. You know what I'm saying? But through our experiences and how we process these experiences and how traumatic they are, our intuition also gets clouded with trauma and gunk and mud. And you gotta be able to sift through the shit. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Chew the meat, spit out the bones, or spit out the fat, or whatever other euphemism and colloquialism you motherfuckers utilize. Discernment is really what it's about. Learning to work the work. You know what I'm saying? Like really being able to look at yourself. Which side? This side. Look at yourself in the eye on a daily basis and do your best to be as objective as possible. Am I where I want to be every day? Yes and no. What's the yes? Appreciate that. What's the no? Appreciate the lessons in that and move the fuck on. We living in the past, bro. And it ain't just me. I mean, it ain't just you. I deal with this shit too. Don't think I'm talking down on you, even though it's on that up angle, you feel me? But we all deal with these sorts of things. And what I'm drinking right now is sweet tea. That shit dark, boy. That's the very bottom of the pitcher. I'm gonna flush out with water after this, like a mug. So, and it's mad late. Anyways, it's about reconciling the trauma, doing the shadow work, and that's a cute word and it sounds sexy and shit. And I know I'm not your typical spiritualist. I'm not wearing a dashiki, and I mean, peace, beloved, and understand, and you know what I mean, making it sound cute, and sexy. Fuck all that. You really want to know truth? This shit ain't complicated. It's simple, but it ain't easy. I made a record called Simple Ain't Easy. I still ain't released it because I got to contact the producer. Yeah, yeah. See, I be fucking up because I got mad hands and mad pots and I'm spinning and I'm working and I'm on a quest, man, on a daily basis to be the best me I could be. And now, not just for me. You know what I mean? And we getting it, man. We getting it. You see what I did there? Because I'm not exactly where I want to be. I'm ambitious about things. However, I'm being gracious with myself because I see progress on a damn near daily basis on a whatever metric you measure it by. Give yourself grace. The grace and the congratulations you give yourself without getting too outside of yourself is going to allow you to keep progressing. You understand? And this shit, I'm just figuring it out. And I made this other record the other day called I Came to Win. And the chorus is like, I give away game because I want to see you win. If you a real nigga, all the hating shit is sin. You see what I'm saying? I want to win. I came to win. I want you to win. And if we're in competition with each other, I still want to beat you, but I want good competition, man. You know what I mean? I'm an anime head, bro. My spirit animal, Goku, nigga. I want to be the best. You strong? What's up? On some rap shit. Because I enjoy and I appreciate the sport of it as well as the I was about to say conversation, but yeah, I do enjoy the conversation about it too. But the sport and the artistic aspect and the fact just so well married and meshed. And I ain't in competition with none of you motherfuckers, but I'm in competition with all of y'all. But I want to see niggas win, especially real niggas. The fakes and the frauds, man, they gonna kill themselves. I don't care about that. Also, that's another point. And I probably said this on the last live joint I did. It got cut off and blah, 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 blah. But that's another point, man. When you hate on a person, being being yeah, when you hate on a person, when you really just like giving mad energy towards a disdain for another individual for whatever reason that brings you down, you're not hurting them. You might be helping them if this is the type of work they doing to benefit off of negative energy. You heard? And I might sound like I'm a little drunk right now, but I don't even drink alcohol. I'm just a little sleepy and I'm feeling a little lucid, and that's how I talk when I mean. But the point I'm making is when you give that negative energy to somebody and they thrive off of that shit, they eating all you a meal, bro. You a plate. For the street niggas, you food, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? For the civilians, you're a snack or whatever. But the point I'm making is, fuck that shit, nigga. In my mind, if I got issue with somebody, especially if I ain't got to deal with them on a day-to-day basis, if I got to deal with them on a day-to-day basis, I got to address it. Or I got to put myself in a position where I ain't got to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. Right? But that's just me. I like to avoid senseless conflict. If it's time for it, it's time for it. It is what it is. But when you get, in my mind, that motherfucker dead, bro. They don't exist in my mind for what? I got people in my life that I love. You know what I mean? I got people in my life that I love. I got work to do for those people. And I ain't even talking about me yet. And I love me. You're like, even right again, back to the branding thing, bro. Hustle to God. Shout out to the homie Shades the Black. Like, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no bullshit over here, bro. Like, I love me more than I love you motherfuckers. I love you. I love you for real. Even if you did me wrong, I got love for you. It is what it is. If you did me real dirty, and you know what I mean, then when I see you, know what I mean, it is what it is. You heard? But I'm not gonna bring down my vibration, my spirit, and the love I got in my life to focus on that bullshit when I got so much amazing shit going on. You feel me? And that's how I feel like that's why I'm saying this. To those that need to hear it, pick that jewel up and walk with it. You know what I mean? Because it helped me out. Like, yeah, bro. That negative shit, and sometimes negativity, like, disagreeableness maybe, because words are funny. As a person, I booger and shit. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm gonna be crude up here. My nose look all crazy. No, I'm just red anyway. Got that engine blood. I can say that. You can't. Bitch. Pardon me. I get silly. I get silly at times. But that's how I stay looking so young. But the point I'm making is, it's too much joy in life to be bogged down by bullshit, man. It's too many things I want to do in my life to be bogged down by anybody else's bullshit. And that's what my intuition tells me. And when I lived the other way, I wasn't doing that. And I was depressed. I was upset all the time. Doing it this way, I'm able to focus better on those things that I want to grow and that actually need me. You know what I'm saying? Like my loved ones. So, yeah. On top of that, I be rapping and shit, but I'm sure you know that if you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, then you know now, motherfucker. Go to the website, check some of this shit out, download it. I appreciate it. You can listen to it for free. If you don't feel like paying directly for it, stream that shit, whatever. If you like it, thank you. If you don't, thanks for listening. But yo, so I watched I binged Secret Invasion last night, right? Bad decision, but good decision. So that shit's so layered, bro. I mean, the whole alien invasion thing. Then on top of that, you get into the occult meaning of the Green Man, the Scrolls of Green. Any of y'all not into that? Like, boom. So the Scrolls of Green, and he's the wise one. Think Yoda or Smart Thing, Man Thing, boom, nature, all of that, right? Osiris or Osar from my Egyptology people and all of that, right? And pardon me for not using the proper terms that are cool in the conscious community. Fuck that shit. Y'all niggas be masturbating mentally. Like, it's cool. I appreciate the information. But when a nigga trying to game, I ain't even mad at it, man. Respect the game, because when motherfuckers buy into a system and they benefit from it, nigga, ain't my business. Like, I used to hate TD Jakes. Used to hate that motherfucker. Yeah, all these women in his congregation, old ass ladies, box wet, giving him mad money and shit. But he preaching the doctrine, right? So I used to hate this nigga. So I grew up. I realized I got auntie, right? And she's a follower or a fan of his. Maybe still, maybe not still, but either way, she used that nigga doctrine and got exactly what the fuck she wanted. And when I had that realization, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, how can I be mad at a man? I may not agree with the teachings, but if the teachings work, the result to me, results are more facts over feelings. You know what I mean? Results are more important than what the fuck I thought about you. Period. And if my perception of the results changes, but at the same time, again, I do my best not to think about these sorts of things. And the media that I take in, that's the other thing, man. I feel like this is important, especially now. The media that we take in. Stop watching depressing bullshit. I mean, if that's what you into, it is what it is. I'm talking about the people who trying to like turn a corner, who on a, you know what I mean? You trying to turn a corner, you trying to moss them on this field, you trying to put the jets on them, you trying to like get to that next level. You want to eat the mushroom, become Big Mario, get all the rings, go Super Sonic, get mad, go Goku, Super Saiyan, whatever. Because, you know, it's all allegories. It's all talking about the same shit, right? But yeah, those people that want to do that, man, get that depressing bullshit up out your system. Unless you got to cleanse about something to like release and cry. It's cool sometimes, but on a day-to-day basis, you're programming yourself. The media that we give ourselves is the biggest tool that we program ourselves with. That and self-talk, right? So, and that's why I call this thing, we'll figure it out when we get there, because we're going to figure it out when we get there. I know I'm going to jump topics like 6 times, but the media that you feed yourself becomes what you, back to the toroidal field, right? What you feel inside is what appears outside, or what you perceive on the outside. Reticular activating system is in your brain. And it focuses on the things that you focus on. So, or are important or essential to survival at that time. So you don't have too much stimulus overloading your systems. So what you feed yourself is what the fuck you gonna get. Get it? You understand what I'm saying? Bro, you eat McDonald's every day. Let me not say that. I don't know nothing about McDonald's. I have an opinion that I don't really like McDonald's. Personally, McDonald's apple pies are my shit though, or used to be. I haven't had one in a long time. They might have changed them up. But if you eat low quality food, not saying McDonald's is low quality food, but if you eat low quality food, then you are going to have low quality physical health. When you eat high quality food, you are going to have high quality physical health. So The same thing with mental health. What's mental food? Input, the things that you read, the conversations that you have, what you listen to, the type of music, the type of movies or videos or television or video games, etc., so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. If it's a shit quality, you're going to have a shit mental quality. And that's the bottom line. Gusto, go, Setsu. Sorry, wrestling head. I be laughing at my own jokes too, bro. It's, yeah. If you ain't with it, God bless you. But yeah, man, it's for real. You put low quality shit in your mind, and you have low quality mental space, mental outlook, quality, emotions, so on and so forth. And it's really important. Like personally, I try my best. See what I did there? Yep, I do it too. Right. And you saw me check myself because boom. So there's the example, right, of the thing about 7 topics ago. But what I do is I put uplifting media into my shit. So movies that are about heroes that look like me, that serve my people, I'm watching them. You see what I'm saying? Secret Invasion. Who's the hero? Motherfucking Nick Fury, nigga. Man, Disney should let that nigga say motherfucker one time every episode, just once. Because it was like, man, bro. Some of them times Sam just grinned. It was like, man, come on, say motherfucker. Come on, nigga, say motherfucker. I was sitting here last night. So, but boom. But that's just me, right? I have a black guy shirt on. They call us black, but you know, we from here. American Aborigine, American Negro, blah, blah, blah. That's a totally different conversation. Every person, do your genealogy, know who your ancestors are, and we moving off of that topic because, yeah, some of y'all niggas is some whatever the fuck y'all is. I know who I am. But yeah, so moving forward with the thing, right? Consuming media that allows my subconscious to absorb images of myself in a favorable light. Black God. White folks, I'm pretty sure your God is white. And as they should be. I ain't mad at you. Mexican folks, I hope your God is Mexican. I've seen Our Lady of Guadalupe. Beautiful. Beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Everybody should have, God is made in the image of man. You understand? You really understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying God isn't real, because God is definitely real. But guess what? You're God. One more time for the back. You're God. You, all of us, but you. Don't forget about you. You're God, right? So boom. And Denzel Washington, greatest actor of all time. Yeah, I still cry when I watch Malcolm X. And it's hilarious too. Yeah, Book of Eli, Training, all that shit. Denzel, that nigga. But that's the point I'm making, right? He's very selective. Shout out to his children. They smoking they shit. But yet another one. You see what I'm saying? Like even I got action figures and shit. Right? Just got recently. Bishop. Boom. Why is Bishop? Because when I was a kid, I seen X-Men come on Saturday morning, X-Men anime series, 1990, whatever the year was. That guy, I saw myself in that guy. Thank you, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, and probably Chris Claremont, whoever else developed the character. But that's important, especially to a child. You understand? For them to look in the mirror and see divinity is important for every single child. But to also be checking on that bullshit they get on, because we all do it. So it's a balance, right? You divine, but you in the flesh. So you gotta do earthly shit, right? We have earthly desires. We all think about doing some grimy shit or have done some grimy shit and sliding in this and then boom, yacht, you know what I mean? And whatever that is in the context of your life, because it could just be stealing a candy bar from a convenience store when you were 7. I'm not here to judge. It's not my life. I'm reconciling my own trauma, and I hope. Let me try to move over it. Product placement. But yeah, I hope that you're reconciling your own trauma, right? Yeah. But the point I'm making is everybody should be able to see the divinity within themselves. And I feel like that's how we all move forward, one as individuals and two as a collective organism or species, and stop harming the earth and all that shit, right? But yeah, man, I don't know if I have anything else to say. Mm, mm. But yeah, I felt compelled to get on this motherfucker and talk a little bit. I got some new music and shit. Kind of feel like playing something, but not really. But yeah, I am gonna listen to it, but I kind of feel like playing it while I'm on live, but maybe not. Maybe I get to it later. But you gotta follow your intuition. See, that was just an example, and this is another thing I personally am dealing with, right? Working on following my intuition and not being afraid of turning the corner and actually being successful and being happy because of programming from childhood. And I'm not even going to name specific events because people are still alive and motherfuckers be getting their feelings and shit and whatever. I love you. I forgive you. I love me. I forgive me. I apologize. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, from the depths of my soul, from the top of my heart, all that shit, right? But that's the point I'm making, right? So it's about reconciling the trauma, dealing with it, acknowledging it, because when you ignore that shit, that's the Edgar Allan Poe Telltale Heart, the murderer, the heart beating up under the floor. I ain't even read it until I was a grown man. Simpsons gave it to me when I was a kid. Shout out to them Freemasons over there. No, I'm not a part of an organization. The only organization I'm part of is my label and the collective that's associated with my label. And yeah, that's it. And my label is my label and it's run by myself and my partner. And that's it. I'm not part of you niggas groups, gangs, cliques, squads, none of that shit. I'm part of Buck Gang. That's me and my 2 cousins. We rap. To the rap group. That's really it. Yes, I know you're watching 3-letter organization. And all we do is rap. That's really it. I drive fucking Uber, dude. Trust me, there's some other shit that I just don't want to fucking do. I don't want to deal with y'all motherfuckers, man. So I just talk my shit. And yeah, like I could talk about, all right, so do I want to make this a current events thing? I guess we'll turn to that one day. But it's a lot of niggas doing that shit, man. And they do it way better than I even feel like attempting to do it. It's like, that's another reason I haven't hopped on this thing and really talk a lot. Like I could run my mouth. I got a whole lot of shit to say. Not every day. God knows, not every day. But I be seeing niggas getting that shit off, and it's just like, yo, I got shit to say, bro. He already said it. I put niggas on to what other niggas do because it's like, bro, why the fuck am I reiterating the same point another motherfucker made and they made it perfectly? But then that's my mind. My other bro was telling me, he was like, nigga, get on the thing and do it, which is ironic because he called me when I had the idea and we was, yeah, boom. So, but he told me, he was like, everybody don't receive information the same way. Sometimes the way you convey it is the way it's going to hit somebody that need it. So, boom. Another reason for the music, like, I love rapping, right? Love fucking rapping. Like really, before I became a father, it was the most fun thing that I do in my life, including sex. I love to fuck. But I love to rap, like, and the wild shit is when I became a father, I was spent like new dad, right? Both my kids are 18 months apart, like so it was like having twins, but not, but like you know what I mean? So life became I can't just became so engulfed in working and you know what I'm saying, providing for them and spending the time with them and when when the yeah I mean when the panda hit when the panko breadcrumbs came, right? Whatever. I by that time I'd already had my paperwork for my business done and all that shit. I just decided to stop because I wasn't inspired. I ain't have bars, man. Niggas was like, whatever, right? And I was just enjoying being a dad and shit. Not that I'm enjoying the shit now too. But my kids are more independent. They be on their own shit sometimes. And during the jank, I was just like, man, it's the perfect opportunity to just like really sit down, make an album. And I said that shit to myself one day. And the bro Prolific, shout out to Prolific Beats, motherfucking nigga, man, I love you, bro. He just he emailed me a beat out of the blue. I ain't talked to him in a long time. He just emailed me a beat. He was like, I made this. I thought it's for you. Heard it was like, oh, recorded it that night. Because I had all the equipment. So boom, recorded it that night. And it's that so boom, did that shit. That record turns to an album. I got my love back. My like I mean, and I got my love for and my babies like this the coolest shit to me personally. I see their aptitude for different talents that I possess. And I feel thankful that I can encourage them and give them pointers with different things that I already have some knowledge on, right? So that shit's cool and we got bonding time. But also, they'll tell me if they like it or don't like it. They, you know what I mean? So I appreciate them for that. But I say that to say this. What the fuck was I saying? See, another topic skip is probably number 10. I need to get a ticker. Yeah, I laugh at my own jokes. If you don't like it, fuck you. Sincerely. But for real, and it's hot in this garage, nigga. It feel good, bro. Get a little sweat out. Might drink some more water in a minute. I love summer nights, man. 80 at night feel good. I don't know about y'all, but I love it. Not year round, but like, in the summer when it's supposed to happen for a normal place. Ah, ah, some high quality H2O. Shout out to the water boy, El Agua Negro. El Agua, nah, I know it's not Negro. It's Nino. I know. This is a bad joke. Shout out to the Spanish homie. Shout out to Adam Sandler. All that. So just like just like the way all of this shit happens, right? And I'm a conspiracy theorist. So if you know me personally, you know I'm a conspiracy theorist. I entertain all of them. Do I believe all of them? No. Do I disbelieve all of them? No. And blah 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 blah. But when we're having this situation, that's a situation, and it's like, yo, I was cool being on hermit mode, being a dad, just chilling. But then intuition was like, nigga, get up, do this, do what the fuck you came down here to do, for real. Stop being afraid. And my biggest fear It's gonna sound crazy, paranoid probably. But my biggest fear is saying what's really on my mind on a really big stage and consistently at a high enough level that I get popped in my dome in front of my kids. But keep it a buck, man. If that's my destiny, so be it. It is what it is. I'll come back. Shell, you know, the body decomposes. Make bear, plant a tree over my corpse. Like it is what it is. But dealing with that understanding and walking the path that I'm walking with the message that I have in the spaces that I occupy, I know it's a sense of danger. And personally, I'm past the point of really caring because I realize when I walk upright in my true self and identity, everybody else addresses me as the fuck such. And that's it. Ain't no bending, ain't no folding. You understand? That's it, bro. And I ain't, man, bro. You see these niggas online and shit, they be cash at me this, cash at me that. I ain't mad at it. Because everybody gotta get their bread somehow, bro. Eat off the fat of the land, right? But the way I judge these niggas, first of all, if I got a couple extra dollars, they gave me some good game, I throw them something, bro. Because you gave me some good game, I benefit off of this transactional relationship, right? But at the same time, what I be doing, because my bread goes in other places. You understand what I'm saying? Got babies and shit. I got business to invest in. So what I end up doing, pay it forward, get somebody else the game. You know what I mean? Or pay it back to them by if I notice something in a situation and I got the info on a situation, or I'm in a similar, you know what I mean? I just throw it to them. Here, bro, keep it. I appreciate the info. Handshake, good business. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I was taught, and I appreciate my father and my mother. My father specifically because I'm a man and I walk in the spheres that a man walks in as a man, right? I appreciate my father for giving me the direction and the decorum and the perspective and the way of the modus operandi. I love words, man. They're fun to play with. But yeah, for giving me that, right? Look a man in his eyes, shake hands, stand up straight, good posture. You know what I mean? All of that. Be attentive. Be attentive. Focus on your goals. Work every day towards them. Those types of things. So when they give me some good game, if I see a situation in a situation, I throw it to them. Boom, here, bro. Keep going because we're on the same team. And I give away game because I want to see you. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna play that. That's why, boom. And I got it queued up. Where is this? I came to win or came to win. That's it. It's produced by
If I wanna see you win, if you a real nigga, all the hating shit is sad. I deal with the grave. Shit, a lot of coward shit. See who laugh last, my nigga. I came to win. I give away game cause I wanna see you win. If you a real nigga, all the hating shit is sin. I deal with the brave. Kill all the coward shit. See who laughs last, my nigga. I came to win. I owe it to my babies and my lady to be great. Hunger to be more comes from a different place. Emerge from the
all right, so boom. I give away game because I want to see you win. But yeah, that's it, bro. Like, keep all that hate and shit about your fucking system, nigga. That shit weak. It's corny. It's cornball energy. Straight up. And on some music shit. And I ain't even about to take, like, I'll say this. Pardon me. Chick B burgers coming. Ooh, them things was good. I did a pretty good job on them. So I notice about myself, people are taken aback by me because I'm either mad silly or mad serious, but either way, I'm laid back and intense at the same time. You know what I mean? Even when I'm upbeat, I'm laid back. And even when I'm laid back, I'm upbeat because I have an intense energy. And for years. Ooh, this is a good one. Man, that whole dimming light thing for years, bro. I dim my light for other people, yo. Chill to the back. I even do it now, but it's a far more strategic thing. Like I sit if I got a quick you know what I mean, back at somebody say something slick. If I know it ain't worth it or it's gonna bring unnecessary and unwanted drama or interactions, and I just really ain't got the energy for that shit. Because either I'm gonna punch you in your shit. Like I'm one of those people. I don't do a bunch of arguing. I'm not about to sit up here and argue with you. I'm not. We're either gonna fight or we're gonna break it off until both of us are calm. We can talk about it in a calm way, right? So when I get disrespected, it's just like, all right, but certain people just get it because I'm. But I get into the habit. Oh, I see what bro was talking about with the blinking. That shit ill. That's an ill reset. So I get into this habit of, or have got, I was taught to dim my light and tone myself down because I would get in trouble a lot for talking all the time. Now I don't really talk a lot. As an adult, I really don't. Certain times, like I've been talking for 46 minutes on this thing, and it feels weird, but it feels natural because this is my actual nature. You know what I'm saying? But I got taught to shut the fuck up as a kid so much and not really able to express myself or how I'm feeling about certain situations and blah, 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 blah. That I taught myself to dim my light because they might be jealous or this or that or whatever. You stand out because boom, 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 boom. So, but I realize me being authentically me at all times makes a lot of people uncomfortable. When I walk in that room, this shit different, nigga. Period. And I ain't even trying to size myself up like that. But it's just an observation, right? And really I be chilling because I like to learn. I like to learn more than I like to teach. Or what's the other word? No, not example. Exhibit. That's it. I I prefer to learn more than I prefer to exhibit, right? I like to observe shit. Like I really like to observe shit. I go to like I'm a rapper, but I like going to rap shows because I'm a rap fan. I like to see niggas rap. You know what I'm saying? I like to see like the skill actually being performed at a proficient or excellent level. This shit is so dope. And I'm actually really good at it. So on top of that, learning and stealing techniques. Again, I'm Goku, bro. I see a technique, I learn it. You feel me? That's why I'm dangerous in a battle because I steal your flow and smack you with it. Sorry. Two. But yeah. So when I walk in that room, it's different, but I be on some low key shit. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling, bro. But I realize I gotta stop dimming myself. Gotta stop doing that. I gotta be me at all times. Because if I don't, then I'm doing a detriment to myself and everybody that I love and everybody I encounter. And if you feel uncomfortable by God, it is what it is. Because I'm a cool motherfucker, man. I smoke reefer with you. We could chill. You know what I mean? It's all positive vibes. I'm gonna give you some encouragement. If you got fly kicks on, I'm gonna compliment them. Like I'm on that type of time. Really, really, really. Like random people, I throw compliments around. I'm like Oprah with a car, nigga. Fuck it. Love that shirt. Love it. Shit fly. I do it all the time. Why? Because I got the light. I know I got light. You got light too. But if you don't know it, you know what I'm saying? Boom, it's like the movie The Shot Time. You know, not Shining. Then another Denzel movie. falling about the devil, not the devil, a demon, right? Not gonna say his name because fuck you, nigga. But in the flick, the demon, he just like he hopping from body to body by touch. So if the detrimental thing can do that, why not the beneficial thing? Love, compliments, project that shit. I go to these shows, these little expos and all that, bro. Yo, I show love. Yo, you dope. If you ain't dope, I still show love for you having the confidence to get up there and maybe I throw you a gym. Hey, yo, tighten this up. Tighten that up. Boom, boom, boom. If you got a gym for me, throw it at me. Matter of fact, I was on tour one time. This the senior artist on the tour, Buddha, shout out, son. Um, he gave me one of the best pieces of advice any rapper's ever given me, period. He was like, the bars are dope. Slow it down so they can hear it. Let that shit breathe. And I realized, first of all, I was rapping so fast because I felt like it took a higher level of skill to rap that way. And in some aspects it does. But I didn't realize it takes another certain level of skill to rap it slower. So everybody can hang on to the word and feel that shit. You heard? That's one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard from any other MC. Period. Actually, yeah, Don Bricks gave me a real good piece of advice when I was mad young and starting on. Bro told me, man, God bless the dead. Long live Don Bricks. Bro told me, because I asked him, I said, it's the first time I ever seen anybody do this in my life, right? I had like 15, maybe 14 before I ever rapped. I seen him in the studio, and it's at the homie crib, nigga in the closet. I was like, you know how this shit go. So I seen bro rap a whole song in one take. I'm talking first chorus, first verse, second chorus, second verse, third bridge, third chorus, third verse, last chorus, outro, all of it in one take. Then he came back and did a dub, right? All of it. But so he does this. And when he gets out, as it's playing back after like the first or second time, I just walk up to him like, yo, bro, did you freestyle that? He looked at me, started grinning, was like, you could tell. And I'm like, kinda. He was like, how? And then I told him because his breath changed. Because you could, you could hear, nigga, we in a fucking trailer, nigga. Like we in a country ass hood. Fucking trailer, nigga. This is double wild. You know what I mean? Nigga, dope spot. So boom. I say that to him. He says to me, here's the first part. He says to me, he said, do you rap? He asked me, do you rap? I'm like, nah. He said, do you want to? I said, I don't know. He said, you should because you smart and you caught that. Like, you got big vocabulary. You know a lot of shit because I'm a nerd like he was, right? But the fact that I caught that, I'm like, oh, boom. So that's one piece of it. But the other piece was, he said, you know how I did that? I'm like, nah, because that was really what I want to know. He looked at me dead in my eye and said, bro, it's about not getting in your own way. Now, this time, I'm like 14 or 15. So, bro's maybe 4 years older. So he's 19. Let's say 19, somewhere between 18 and 20, right? Do you hit? Did you don't get in your own way? And this is where we tie it all back into intuition. Because as an MC or as an athlete, because I was one of those for a small period of time, and I wasn't great, but I wasn't bad. It's about intuition. You get the feeling. Nigga, when I'm coming off that goddamn block, I get the feeling of where you taking that ball. I don't know, but I get the feeling. And I know go that way. You ain't even made your move yet. I know go that way. I don't know from being taught how to follow intuition. I know because I know what intuition feels like, and I have followed it and have succeeded, and I have not followed it and I have failed. You understand what I'm saying? I know from experience. As an MC, bro, sometimes I hop on a goddamn mic. Years and years. There were points where I only wanted to freestyle everything because I wanted to be the best at the freestyle skill, any flow, this and that. And you know what I mean? I still want to be the best, but I want to be the best at that one skill better than everybody. And I still do. But I noticed because sometimes this shit works, sometimes this shit don't work. And you can put yourself in the zone to do it, but sometimes the conditions aren't conducive to it. So yeah, so boom. Now I'm working on being proficient at both skills simultaneously. So if I need to do one or the other, I don't have a problem. And that's where I am right now. But when it comes to that intuition, that freestyle shit, or just rapping in general, like even writing bars is even harder. When you overthink it, they go haywire. You get off beat, you get off tangent. You gotta realize, I gotta realize, because when I say you, I'm really talking to me. So when I have conversations with people and they be talking about somebody else and they say you, I correct them. Because don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Straight up. That's the other thing y'all motherfuckers may or may not realize. There's little smidgens of profound knowledge in everything you partake in, as long as you picking them up. Ricky Bobby, one of my favorite movies, period, bro. Why? Because I ain't never seen nobody in any form of media that believed in themselves that much. Not Rocky, not Adonis Creed, none of that. Goku, yes, Goku, the other one. But Ricky Bobby is an hour and a half of I'm the best. I piss excellence first or last. And guess what? You also get to see him fall from grace and come back up. Talk about motivation. And I know that applies to everybody's story because that's what storytelling is about. As a writer, that's what it's about. That's what my music is about. It's about to come up in the fall. And here's the fucked up thing about fear, right? So there's a deep, 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 deep part of me that fears when I get to that place where I don't have to worry about coming up, that I'm gonna just be out of juice. Kind of scared of that. But at the same time, I'm appreciative of the competitive aspect of what I do because it's a skill involved in what I do. So every time somebody comes out with a new flow, I want to learn it and put my mean on it. And now I got mad different flows. So like, I got one. And I could do acapella in it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hear the click, clack, and a boom, boom. Nigga think he living doom, dude. I'm a blessed God with a new few, gassed up on some jet fuel, pontificating on my next move. We lost Fred and King Shooter. People sitting here reading rooters while they queue with Nas. They predict maneuvers, prestigious moves, a sleight of hand. Talk to an old Peter Pan. Last Julie left was watching mans and your people to stop you from popping there. And if they love you, they really won't even know. No room for fear. What you need to heed. Wait. No room for fear, what you need to heed. The folly of hatred, conceit, and greed. It hit my head like a DDT. The phone rang, heard some Coltrane. The reefer was purple like Soul Plane. Succubus wanted that old thing. I'm not Bart, bitch. I'm no simp, son. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I'm a boom bap ass rapper. But I hear the flow, I'm like, yo, that shit dope. As soon as I hear a beat that it'll click in and I got something to say to it, it's just like, all right, bet. Let's open up the repertoire just a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like back to the Goku thing. It's like when Goku used the what you call it, use Krillin's move, Destructo Disc, and Krillin like, really, motherfucker? And Goku like, yeah, nigga, bitch. Yeah, I know how to do this. I've been watching you this whole time. I just don't use it out of respect. But if I need it, I'm pulling out my back pocket. But it ain't my wheelhouse. You feel me? He learned Kamehameha off seeing Roshi do it one time. I learned how freestyle off seeing Don Bricks do it straight up. God bless the dead. Thank you, big homie. I love you forever. And that's my real cousin. Distant but close. You know what I mean? But yeah. And bro gave me the confidence as a young teen that I could be a cool motherfucker and I could be a nerd at the same time. And we was all like, nigga, we living in poverty. So yeah, shit different, bro. So I'm eternally appreciative for these experiences that led me to this point. You see what I'm saying? But that right there, that and my willingness and hunger to be better and just to be great is what makes me the shit. And it's probably what makes you the shit. I don't know all y'all personally. I know some of y'all personally, but I don't know all y'all personally. But I say this for the ones of you I do know personally, your willingness to go get it every single day and your pureness of heart and the love that you hold is what makes you the shit. Hold on to the love. Ha! Also, as an 80s baby, you know, I grew up off of funk and soul and shit. So, yeah. Shout out to SWV. What was that in Vogue? Either way, thank y'all. Like, for real, but like, you gotta follow that intuition. And you gotta heal that inner child to really be able to know what your intuition is saying. And I need to wash my beard because it is itching. But you gotta follow that intuition, man. Like that shit, like it's literally your inner compass. And if you don't know how to receive the messages that God, because that's what your intuition is, it's God talking to you, is giving you, then it's rough out this motherfucker, man. For real, you better hope you got a good clergy person. For real. This shit, in the words of my fellow Sagittarian, shit is gritty in these mean streets. You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, bro, it's heaven or hell. Excuse me. What do you believe in? That right there. That's what type of time we on, bro. And I feel appreciative that grew up to a backdrop of such amazing art and music, and my parents and my family inundating me with media that all of the people, for the most part, look like me. The protagonist, shit, a lot of antagonists look like me. You see what I'm saying? You ever seen Three the Hard Way? Black Belt Jones, any of Jim Kelly shit? You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking black exploitation. Talking about fine black cinema. It's pre-Superfly. You feel me? Like it hit different, bro. This ain't degrading our people. We had heroes for real that was out here helping the people. The people, whatever the fuck that means. But they were good. They were great examples of righteousness in shells that looked like the demographic that was consuming the media. And that's what it's really all about when it comes to programming. Shout out to Michael Jai White with Black Dynamite. That's my shit. Straight up. Shout out to the director and the writer of They Clone Tyrone. I don't know their names, but that shit was hard, bro. And everybody smoked their roll. Everybody smoked their roll. That shit was a great movie, man. The art direction, all that shit. We can get to the esoteric meaning of each character. We do all that. If where y'all want to fuck that intuition. So the self, the higher self, the ego, that's what they were. Fontaine being Tyrone is you, motherfucker, the main character. Yo-Yo is the higher self. Nigga Slick Charles is that nigga's ego. It's a story about the psyche, like most movies are, like most stories are. If you want to get deeper on that, you could probably check out Panic or Aline, KT, any of these guys. They're great movie decoders. I like to get into decode movies too, but I'm gonna be real with you. I got so much shit. It's difficult for me to remember. I don't want to take notes and do it. Fuck skirting around it. When I feel like it, I'm gonna do it. But I can, if we sitting here having a conversation, that's why I do want to do this with somebody else, just to be what I'm saying, sounding board. We could let the conversation move, but since I'm gonna talk to myself, fuck it. And that's another thing. This is something I'm experiencing right now. You gotta be brave enough to do this shit by your fucking self. And it's something I'm remembering as my mother's only child and being primarily raised with my mother. I'm an only child, but I'm not. So as an only child, I grew up by myself, doing shit by myself, for myself, right? And not everything. So yeah, older people, I appreciate y'all. All my relatives, thank you. I love you. I love you forever, and I appreciate you. So please don't get in your feelings about this. But as an only child, I was by my fucking self all the time, and I really wasn't supervised. I had to do a bunch of shit for myself. So boom. So I longed for that camaraderie, that group, right? Even as a kid, I was starting little groups in school and shit, and what some would consider gangs or whatever, right? So I already understand my capacity to be a leader. In these group situations, fast forward on some business shit as an adult, I find myself gravitating towards people at times who don't put in the work that they should have put in, right? So cool. Or they don't buy in all the way, and that's me. That again, that's a reflection of me not buying in all the way to myself. Because that's, you know what I'm saying? You are what the fuck you attract. Believe it. Don't believe it, I don't care. But from my experience, that's what it is. So I realized if this shit gonna get done, I gotta do it myself. I'm here. Me, nigga. At the top, it's just us, nigga. Shout out to Chief Keef, man. That vibe was different, bro. Man, y'all gotta stop at killing them. Or don't. I save the babies. I ain't even about to comment on street politics, man. Sometimes niggas get what the fuck they deserve. I don't know. It ain't my situation. I just, But in order to progress, a lot of times we gotta do what the fuck we gotta do. We just gotta go for dolo. You know what I mean? It is what the fuck it is. And don't be mad about it. More importantly, because everybody can't go. And sometimes, really, for me at least, when I see people I love progressing, it motivates me. I'm happy for them. Love to see niggas win. This is back to the boom. But I also want to win too, because I'm competitive. And I ain't competing with you. But nigga, you doing this, that's the example to let me know I can do this. You know what I mean? Because we A-likes. We cut from the same cloth. So when I see you go to the next level, it's time to go to the next level. Goku and Vegeta, you heard me? That's how it's supposed to be, but you keep your circle tight and you keep motivated people around you who want to win for the sake of winning. To not cheat nobody, but to win. I want to be the best. You know what I mean? keep those type of people around you who are self-motivated, everybody, I ain't about to quote Jay again, but that's how I elevate. That shit motivate me. So yeah, nigga. Sometimes you just gotta do it on your own. That was the whole point of why I started a business. That's why I do my own merch. And I got an album ready to go almost. I got a good skeleton. Nah, I got more than a fucking skeleton. I just gotta put some clothes on it. That's really it. Give me an intro, outro, couple more records. But yeah, I pretty much got my album done. And I got some records to throw out first. Yeah, it feels good. It feels really good. And I know it's motivating the people around me to step their shit up. And that's part of the purpose. Cause when you rise, I rise. When I rise, you rise. Nigga, rising tides carries all ships, baby. But it's about putting in that work and your why. What's your why? What's the reason you do it? You know why I do it? One, I want to be the best. Two, I love and enjoy doing it, the creative aspect. And three, I got something to say. It's not enough it's not enough motivational, inspirational music out there to tell people in the situations that I've been through that they can get through it and be better afterwards and keep going. You know what I'm saying? It ain't enough of that. There's a few of us out here doing it. I salute all them niggas. I ain't even gonna call all y'all names like that. Cause it ain't about that. Like it ain't about chasing the fucking clout. It ain't about being popular. It ain't about none of that shit. Nigga, when I walk into a room, that shit different. Everywhere I ever went, man. And I'll say this as humble as possible. Cause all I want to do is spread love. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up and down. So it ain't about being famous thing. Like I used to want to be famous, but I really don't want to be famous. Kind of, but I always been that type of person my whole life. So it don't really. I don't want all that. I want to make dope music that people appreciate, and then in the time that I'm not doing that and serving people, I want to spend time with the people I love, and have personal relationships with, and doing enriching shit with them. You know what I mean? That's really it. That's really it. And learn, travel. Yeah, that's really it. But I just felt so inspired to get on the box and say whatever the fuck I just said over this past hour and 13 minutes. Haha, 13, motherfucker. The mysterious one. Ophiuchus by Black Lotus. My shit, nigga. I love myself. Straight up. I yeah, man. This shit is again, I'm a hold on. I think my tag is up here still. Oh no, it's not up here. Is it? Nah, it ain't up here. That's cool. Oh well, fuck it. But yeah, man. Like I really, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to run my fucking mouth, and I know it. And I shied away from it for so long in my life. Every time I shy away from it, my life becomes shit. I feel unfulfilled and utterly depressed, and everything in my life reflects that. When I'm walking in my purpose, things become easier. Of course, there's hiccups in the road, and of course, it gets rough. It's Earth. That's just how it goes. But the thing is, we are here to experience this school. We're all on different levels of the experience. It's like a video game. It's a GTA, whatever other analogy you really want to make. It's all of the above, and I got a record named that too. But we're here to experience this thing, and we're here to learn certain levels. levels, lessons and ascend to certain levels, or descend, depending on whatever the fuck you look at. And personally, I would much rather live life intentionally than and feel fulfilled, win, lose, or draw, than live life without an intention and fear. And now I'm just sitting here fucking depressed and shit, right? That shit sucks. Like in this other joint, first bar, like, I owe it to my I owe it to my lady and my babies to be great. I owe it to them, literally. And why do I owe it to them? Because if I'm not great, they're not great. They're directly affected by my well-being on a minute by minute basis. And the only reason I bring up them is because that's who I live with every single day, right? Everybody's situation is different, but understand the people that you love are directly affected by your mindset, your input, and your output on a daily fucking basis. So if you love them more than you love you, there you go. And if you love you more than you love them, then you should already be doing better than you were yesterday. And that's the goal, right? To be the best. To be the best. Shout out to Ash Ketchum. He finally became a Pokemon master after 20 years, 30 years. I'm an anime head, bro. But yeah, man, he's like such a fortunate time to be alive. So many cool things happening on the precipice. Some bullshit too, but that's the adversity that we're here to fight against. Or if you the ops, then there's some great shit happening, and we're the adversity you're here to fight against. Hey, may the best one win, right? See? A little bit of reading material, since I'm pretty sure that the people, yeah. If you haven't yet, read The Art of War. Please read The Art of War. It'll show you how this world is run, and it'll give you some insight on how to navigate through it. So read The Art of War. Very important. Read 48 Laws of Power. All that Robert Greene shit, read that shit. Listen to it, do whatever. You see what else we got over here. I'm into astrology. Astrology and mythology are directly connected. If you can learn and understand the archetypes of each sign and the planets and the placements and all that shit, it'll greatly benefit the way you operate in the world. Yeah, so learn that shit. Let's see here. What else is some applicable shit I can leave y'all with? Because I'm about to get off of this thing. Look at the bookshelf real quick to see if anything pops out. Oh, Kabbalion. Um, it's the laws of the universe according to Hermes Trismegistus, Tahuti, Thoth. Boom. It's the laws of the universe. Some very insightful ancient wisdom shit. Learn it, understand it, understand what it's talking about. It's some really, really cool shit, and it's definitely helped me on my journey and continues to help me on my journey. It's difficult to give like viewing material specifically because all of this shit is everybody's psyche different, right? I'll say this, I'll leave you with this. When it comes to shit to watch that'll like help improve one's self-image and psyche and shit. Watch some shit that's got like the protagonist is you and they win. That looks like you, like literally looks like you, right? And they win. You see what I'm saying? And the goal is, all right, so I probably did, I maybe mentioned it earlier, but I probably didn't or didn't go in depth because I went through like 15 different topics by this time. Um, the subconscious. The subconscious doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. And every piece of media that you take in, especially the stuff that you say and reiterate out of your own voice or just think, it takes as law. So, self-talk is important. Talk to yourself nice, be kind, congratulate yourself. Don't let your ego get overinflated. When it comes to media, watch some shit again where the protagonist reminds you of yourself and they're victorious. Watch it once, twice, 10, a million times. It'll help. It'll help. Yeah. And another reason I fuck with Denzel so heavy is the ill shit. So him and my father kind of favor a little bit, right? Him, my pops, and The Rock, ironically. So they favor. My pops is like in between them two motherfuckers, right? So they favor and shit, right? So and him and my pops got the same born day, different years, but same date, right? And I learned that as an adult. So I'm like, oh, this astrology shit is real, right? So because the nigga act similar. So boom. And Rock got the same birthday as my little brother, which is and them two niggas. Anyways, so boom. So anytime I watch a Denzel flick, it also hits me subconsciously, my pops, the resemblance and the mannerism, right? So boom. So that just hits my psyche different. Personally, there was this nigga, I forget bro's name. He was an actor. He is an actor. Um, there's this joint. This the shit that really made me want to like sing and dance like a lot. The Michael Jackson Bad video. When the shit came out, the little kid that played Kid Michael, we favor a little bit, not so much now, because age and blah blah blah, right? But as kids, we favor, especially big ass teeth, right? So boom, that hit my psyche different, and I realized as an adult why. And boom, boom, boom. But yeah, man, the bishop thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't feed yourself bullshit. If you out here watching some fuck shit, like, I niggas wonder why y'all going crazy. Y'all watching fuck it, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Y'all watching reality TV shows with motherfuckers that look like you with your same name and shit is fighting and acting like an asshole and wonder why you act like an asshole. But that's what you watch for entertainment. Make it make sense. I mean, that's just trauma crying out and reverberating and going back to its toroidal field. You giving it and you getting it and you giving it and you getting it. You know what I mean? Yeah. All these shows, do I really want to take it there? Yeah, fuck it. All these shows showing black men as gay. First of all, I've been out in this world, right? I know it's gay niggas out there. God bless you. You like it, I love it. Cool. But if you look at TV, motherfuckers that think every nigga's gay. And that ain't the reality. And yeah, it really ain't the reality. But I get why they're doing it because of diversity and representation matters. And yes, representation does matter. But why the fuck every single black man gotta be gay? For real, if you're gonna have a gay male character, it should probably be a white dude or Asian dude is more likely to be gay. And they should probably be in a relationship with each other. Just basing it off like the sheer numbers and the statistics or whatever, right? But I get it. Kill two birds with one stone. So kill two birds with one stone. Make the lead actor, the white dude, gay or whatever, right? Cool. I said specifically thinking about the show Arrow. It was a good show for the first few seasons. That nigga, damn, I forget bro's name that played Arrow, man. He had fight choreo down. That shit was tough. And the homie did. Well, I guess, that's a pretty decent ratio. Because they had him, it was three black dudes in the show, and one of them was gay. 33%. That might be a high, might be low. I don't fucking know. 33% ain't bad. Whatever. But the point I'm making is this mad gay niggas just unnecessarily on TV, which I guess is cool if it's gay media and that's what they, you know what I mean? But the point I'm making is about media. You are what you ingest. You understand what I'm saying? So watch what you watch, motherfucker. If that ain't your wave, it ain't the type of time you on. Then don't psychologically program yourself into being on that type of time. Because trust me, as a person that actually went to college for psychology, and I'm probably not gonna bring that shit up more on this shit because boom. We could talk about the education system at length for yeah. But as a person that understands this shit pretty well, what you program your subconscious with is what you become, motherfucker. And if that ain't the type of time you want, and you ain't trying to be on that type of time, then don't do it to yourself. And if that's the type of time you want, that's what type of time you want. God bless you. Enjoy that shit. I ain't mad. I'm just saying, program yourself with some shit that's gonna empower you in general. Motherfuckers walking around during the protest talking about they had their hands up and don't shoot. Nigga, fuck that, shoot back. How about that? No, I'm not inciting violence or encouraging violence to anybody at all, period. I'm a fucking hippie, a flower child. I'm literally part of the Black Lotus Society, the Flower Clan, the Flower Rangers. We're peaceful, hippie, reefer smoking motherfuckers. But I do believe in one's right to defend oneself and one's loved ones. And I do believe in self-defense being the right of every living organism. So there's that. See what I'm saying? These organizations, they got y'all misled. These motherfuckers are charlatans. Follow your intuition to figure out who's who because it ain't my job to call them out. And I'm not about to because for some people that shit work. And everything ain't for everybody. Back to the TD Jakes thing or the Creflo Dollar thing. I know some people that fuck with Creflo heavy who got that bread. I mean, and they're hyper capitalists and they money people, right? And I like toys, I like shiny things, but money ain't really my thing, right? I'm not focused on. I used to kind of hate money and past life regression. I understand why now. So my relationship with money is a lot better. But I know some people that fuck with that nigga. I used to call him a charlatan too. And he actually apologized for a lot of that bullshit too, because he knew what he was doing. But I know some people that fuck with that nigga that got broke the fuck off that doctrine he was giving. They took that sauce and they worked that shit and they got bread. You understand? So one person's charlatan is another person's prophet. It's all about perspective, baby. That's what I'm like. It's all do as thou wilt. For real. You're God. You make it up. But with with great power comes great responsibility. Shout out to Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, Todd McFarlane, and the motherfuckers, man. Somebody send me some new comic creators too. I want to read some new shit, like some unexplored story shit. I'm like, put me on. Cause I love mythology, I love comics, I love art, period. And I really, you know what I mean? But it's important for new ideas to come out because astrologically we're going into a new age. Socially we're going into a new this shit's changing over. And it's time for the new guys. Shout out to the show American God, Neil Gaiman. Mean motherfucker. American Gods, goddamn Sandman. Cold. Writing is sick. I'm a fan. But that's the point I'm making. We're going into a new age. It's time to do new things. We're all going through something we've never been through before. And the energy is turning all the way up. Excuse me. So whatever type of time you want, it's about to get turned the fuck up. All the way up. You understand what I'm saying? And it's 252. Shout out at 252. Aha. Yeah. So you motherfuckers don't say I don't rep that shit because I got a tat on my body, motherfucker. What you doing? Straight up. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Fuck that. So I mean, dim and light, fake humble, gotta be myself. Respectfully, fuck you niggas. I love you, but don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you know what I've been doing because you don't know. And I've been a lot of different places shouting the hood out. We different over here. But what was I saying? Yeah, it's a new age. And the energy is getting turned up. And if you on dirtbag energy, you about to be on shitbag energy. If you want, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want is about to get multiplied and amplified. So this is me telling you the type of time I'm on. And hopefully some of that game you can utilize to propel yourself to another place and to grow whatever you're into. That's what it's all about. Each one teach one God. You heard me? Like, shit different out here, man. I don't even know how to explain it at this point, but it's shit different out here. It is beautiful. And I'm very appreciative of it. Now, with all that being said, peace and love. I've been on this thing for a while. 131. Nice. Been on this thing for an hour and a half. I've been running my mouth. I'm kind of tired of running my mouth. I might watch some cartoons or something before I go pet my puppy and get in bed. And that's not a euphemism for anything. I actually have a puppy, and he's fucking amazing. Peace. Till next time. We'll figure it out when we get there.